Hi and welcome to this Neuro Gum review. It doesn't start here though. 2 years ago, the creators of Neuro Gum bravely turned down 2 offers of investment in their company from the sharks on Shark Tank. Fast forward to today and it is one of the most popular cognitive supplements on the market. Now, as someone that has tested practically every nootropic supplement, I'm here today to put it to the test in this Neuro Gum review. We first reviewed Neuro Gum in 2023 when Alex, a member of the SOMA Analytics review team, gave it the full written review treatment. To be perfectly honest, I'm fed up of hearing him harp on about it, so I thought I'd give you my own review in a video format so you can follow along. And yeah, I've been using it for the last couple of weeks, on and off, just when I feel like I need that boost. And we'll be answering the question at the end of this video as to whether it really is a nootropic supplement and it can replace the likes of some of these that we've got up here. Now, since their appearance on Shark Tank, Neuro Gum have a full range of supplements under their belt. Now, I tested the Energy and Focus chewing gum, which is the original. It's also available in mint form. And they also now offer sleep, memory and focus, and calm and clarity options. Like I say, having heard Alex's verdict and having seen some other favourable reviews on YouTube and reading them online, I wanted to test it for myself and deliver my own verdict. So I headed over to the website, placed an order at a cost of just under $40 for a 45 serving supply. So I'm going to take one of these now and give you a bit of a taste verdict. Now, and forgive me for speaking with my mouth full here, quite tricky. What happens is, there's like an outer coating, and that kind of all crumbles away, and you swallow that. And I think that's where the majority of the actual ingredients are. I'm going to talk about what the ingredients are in a second. And taste-wise is really good. This is a peppermint flavour. There are other flavours available. It's a very refreshing taste. Very pleasant, quite sharp, very minty, as you'd expect. Just like any standard chewing gum, I suppose. Obviously, it is a gum. It's absolutely fine. I'm not a massive fan of gum, generally speaking, so if I was going to have these long term, I'd probably go for the mint option. But what's interesting is, each serving is actually 2 of these. Now, it's a little bit weird having 2 at the same time, so I've done this a few times where I've tried to have both at the same time. What I've ended up starting to do is to spit one out and then take the second one. Obviously, you don't have to necessarily take them both at the same time, but to get the bigger benefit of that, certainly in terms of the caffeine, you're probably going to want to do that fairly close together. Okay, right, I've got rid of the gum now so I can actually speak properly. So let's take a look at the ingredients. Well, there are 4 key ingredients in here in terms of any nootropic benefit. They are, of course, caffeine. We all know what this does. It's going to make you feel like you've got a little bit more energy. It's potentially going to make you feel like you've got a little bit more focus. Now, each serving is 2 pieces of gum. So I'm going to talk about these as a kind of half serving. So I'll talk about them per mint, because obviously, if you choose to, you could take it just as half a serving, which is 1 piece of chewing gum. So in each piece of chewing gum, there are 40 milligrams of caffeine, which is about half a cup of coffee. So obviously, if you had the full serving, which is 2 sticks, then you've got the equivalent of a cup of coffee. Now, the real benefit of Neuro Gum compared to just drinking coffee is that it also contains L-theanine, and each piece of gum has 60 milligrams of L-theanine. Now, L-theanine is an amino acid. It helps to balance out the negative side effects of caffeine. So it can help with things like anxiety, it can help with the jitters. It's found naturally in tea. It's not present in coffee. So that's why Neuro Gum is, and the addition of L-theanine is a great idea, and potentially why it can be better than just opting purely for coffee. Now, in terms of the dose, 60 milligrams per piece of chewing gum is actually pretty high, because if we took that as a full serving, we'd be getting 120 milligrams of L-theanine. Now, if we compare that to something like a tea, particularly green tea, which is particularly rich in L-theanine, in one serving of that, we're going to get about 20 milligrams of L-theanine. Now, actually, that is pretty much enough to do the job. So here we've got even more. So whether it needs to be that high, I don't know. I'd probably say it probably doesn't, but certainly you're going to feel the benefits of that, and you should have potentially that kind of calm energy when you combine the L-theanine along with the caffeine. Now, we also have 2 B vitamins in here. We've got vitamin B6, which offers 41% of our daily value. So in other words, what the recommended dose is per day. So again, if you double that up for the full serving, it's 82%. And then we also get vitamin B12, which has plenty of well-known, it's well-researched, plenty of well-known benefits for cognition, and particularly kind of brain energy. And each stick of gum is 100% of your DV. So a full serving of 2 pieces of gum is going to be 200%. Now, the only thing I would say along with that is that you're probably not going to want to take any kind of vitamin B12 supplements whilst consuming Neuro Gum, because you don't want to go too high on that. Now, you're probably not going to ever get to the point where you're going to cause any kind of major vitamin B12 toxicity levels within you, but it's just something to be aware of, because you've got 200% of your DV in each serving of this. If you want to find out more about Neuro Gum, there's a couple of links down in the description below. One is to the written review on our website, and one takes you to the product. And if you have found this video helpful so far, please like the video and maybe share it with someone that you think will find it useful. Help us reach as many people as possible to help us promote brain health and the world of nootropics. So let's talk about the impact and how I got on and have been getting on and continue to get on with Neuro Gum. I think the number one benefit that we have with this is that it's quick and easy. So you've got the convenience factor of just being able to carry around your gum. They also sell a nice little tin that you can pop your gum into to carry it around. Obviously, you could use your own if you wanted to. Like I say, for me personally, if I was going to continue using this, I probably would go for the mints personally, just so that I can consume it. I haven't got to worry about spitting the gum out, and I can easily consume the 2 at once. But if you're a gum lover and that's your sort of thing, then this is going to be a great option. The other thing is it's pretty fast acting. It's only been about 10 minutes since I first took those 2 pieces of gum, and I can already feel the kind of energy coming in. Now, that's probably due to the way you're absorbing the caffeine here, and it's probably also because you're getting that vitamin B12 as well. So, but ultimately, in terms of how it makes you feel, you're probably going to find that this does impact you a little bit faster than if you drank a cup of coffee. Also, the thing is, when you drink a cup of coffee, you're savouring it. You're probably going to take you 20 minutes to drink, depending on how fast you take your coffee. And with this, it's pretty much all being consumed in one go. So the impact is a little bit faster. But I think the number one benefit of this is convenience. In terms of the cost, I think the price is pretty fair. I mean, you're not getting the most expensive ingredients, the most expensive nootropics in here in terms of individual ingredients. Caffeine's relatively cheap. L-theanine's probably one of the more expensive ingredients in there. And then obviously you're getting that vitamin B complex, although it is just B6 and B12. But in terms of what you're getting, you're kind of paying for the convenience. And at around about $1 a day, maybe a little bit more than $1 a day, assuming you take it every day, it's not a bad price point, to be perfectly honest. In terms of could you buy these ingredients cheaper? Yes, of course, but that's the same can be said of all nootropics that we take. You pay for the convenience of having it all in one place. Now, the question really comes, I think, in terms of the way it's branded. To be fair, the main kind of benefit on here says energy and focus. Does it give energy? It doesn't give you energy, but it will make you feel like you've got more energy. But that's the way caffeine works. Caffeine doesn't actually give you more energy, but it will make you feel like that. The B12 potentially will give you that little bit more energy, but the caffeine probably won't. But the B12 is something that's going to compound over time. It's not necessarily going to smack you in the face like caffeine does. Focus, you're going to feel a little bit more focused. Neuro Gum, though, the word neuro kind of lends itself and kind of makes you think that this is going to be something that's really, really powerful for your brain in terms of long-term brain health. For me, there's not enough in there to kind of warrant that, other than those B vitamins, I think, and the L-theanine to an extent. I would like to see something more in a nootropic that I was going to take every single day and expect to have that compound effect over time on my brain health. Should it be called Neuro Gum? Well, that's their brand name, that's fine, that's up to them. Really a more apt name might be energy gum or caffeine gum, because really that's what this is, with a couple of added benefits. Don't get me wrong, I really, really like this as a product. I think it's certainly a step in the right direction. If it gets more people over from not taking a nootropic to almost like a stepping stone product into being more aware of brain health and moving them into that sphere, then I think it's a really good thing. And ultimately, I would a million times prefer people to consume this than to consume certain energy drinks that are on the market that are potentially full of sugar. So yes, I think it's a really solid product. As a nootropic, there are probably better options out there. And if you do want to see what they are, then check out this video here where I cover the best nootropics that we've tested, that I've tested over a 12-month period. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.